Hi, everyone, and welcome to Back to School Night at Glasgow Middle School. It's great to have you here. Just as an FYI, before we get started, you are able to access translation through YouTube. You can get closed caption translation through the YouTube video if you follow the directions on the screen here. So like I said, welcome to Back to School Night. My name is Miss Sabol, and I am the Civics teacher on Team 8. Here's a slide with a little bit about me. This is my first year teaching at Glasgow Middle School. Previously, I taught 7th and 8th grade social studies at a middle school in Washington, D.C. I went to William & Mary in Williamsburg, and 2 years ago, I got my Master's for Arts in teaching while I was working. I'm originally from Virginia Beach, Virginia, but I have lived in Northern Virginia, the Alexandria, Arlington area since after college. I enjoy camping and hiking, reading, and spending time with my friends and family, and I really enjoy teaching history. If you have anything that you ever need to talk to me about, please feel free to reach out because I love what I do and I love making sure that your students are learning as much as they can. So a little bit about civics class. Learning civics. In my class, I believe that students learn best when they are engaged, both with me, with their other classmates, and with our materials. They also learn best when they're making connections between the world and their community and their environment and what we are learning. And when they're comfortable to form their own opinions and then be able to express them. In my class, in order to be successful, students will need to think critically. So they're going to have to form their own ideas and thoughts. They're also going to have to use time management and organization skills, as well as actually attend class and participate in all of the activities that we do in class. Civics class is based on a study of the United States government. Here are some of the units that we're going to be doing this year. We're starting already with our citizenship unit. Then we'll be rolling into political parties and elections. And then we're going to take a closer look at what the government of the United States is set up on. We're going to talk about what it means to have a constitutional government, what the 3 branches of the government look like, and then we'll end the school year discussing economics and personal finance. Every 8th grader in the state of Virginia takes a civics class because we strongly believe that in order to be global citizens and United States citizens, they need to understand how our government works and how they can use their own voice in order to enact change. For grading and assessments, students will have both formative assessments, which are checks for understanding throughout the learning process. These might look like classwork or homework. They'll also have summative assessments at the end of each unit, which will usually look like a unit test. They also, most importantly, not most importantly, but also importantly, they will have asynchronous work on Mondays. So even though they only have to log on for one class on Mondays, they will have civics independent work or asynchronous work each Monday to get done. A lot of information that you might need is available on Blackboard 24/7. On Blackboard 24/7, you can find my office hours, the syllabus for our class, my contact information, and a weekly lesson grid for what we are doing in class that week. Students are really going to be using Google Classroom this year. This should be the first place that they go and look for work. All of the same things, the lesson grids and my syllabus and my contact information will also be posted on Google Classroom. Google Classroom is also where they will find that asynchronous work for Mondays. My email is listed out on the slide, so is my work cell phone number. And my office hours are on Mondays and Wednesdays. On Mondays from 10 to 10:45 a.m. and on Wednesdays from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. The link to these office hours, since they will be virtual, can be found in Google Classroom. If you want to talk to any member of the team, one of your students' teachers, we will all be together for those office hour times. So you can use the same link to talk to your child's social studies teacher, English teacher, math teacher, or science teacher. As far as supporting your child goes, you can always ask them, what are you learning in class? You can ask them to show you their weekly lesson grid. And then you can definitely make sure you follow up with them about what assignments they need to do throughout the week and what they need to complete and turn in. All students ideally should have a pencil and pen. They should have their Glasgow Middle School agenda. They should have a binder with paper in it. And most importantly for right now, they need to have their FCPS on computer. If you ever have issues with your student's computer or internet access, you can go to our Google Classroom, and on our Google Classroom, there is a page posted that's under the Need Help tab. And on that, you can find information for a technology hotline that has been set up by FCPS and how to submit a tech ticket to our Glasgow Middle School IT department to help get it figured out. We're looking forward to a great year this year, and even though it might be starting out a little bit differently, we're still really excited to be teaching your student. Again, I just want to reiterate, if you ever have questions about what your student's work should be, how your student is doing in my class, please feel free to utilize those office hours, or you may email me or call me during business hours. Thank you, and I hope to meet you soon.